Her wrist was slender in my hand, too fragile for the venom she carried inside it. She twisted, trying to pull away, eyes burning, voice trembling with privileged rage. "You're lucky I even accepted your proposal. Lucky." That word lodged in my chest like cold metal. Outside the restaurant window, people laughed, glasses clinked. The world kept moving like nothing had just fractured inside me. Inside, every breath felt sharp, heavy. Her nails dug into my skin as she hissed the ultimatum. Post a public apology, admit you were insecure, or the wedding's off. The ring on her finger glittered as she tightened her grip. A ring I bought after years of grinding through 80-hour work weeks, building a life from ash and ambition. Now it sparkled like mockery. My phone buzzed, a message from my mother. "Proud of you, son, don't let anyone disrespect you." And I remembered the night at her bachelorette party, the video I wasn't supposed to see. Her friends laughing, her voice loud, drunk, unfiltered. "Let's vote. Should I dump his insecure ass? He wouldn't even let my ex come to our wedding." Votes. Like my life, my dignity, was some party game. Her mother texting afterward, "You need to learn your place. My daughter is a prize." A prize. I had stayed silent, cold, watching the pieces drop, one by one. And now she thought she was cornering me. Her voice cut through the haze. "Do it now. Apologize. Prove you're not pathetic." I smiled, because she still believed the blade was in her hand. She had no idea what I had already done. It began with whispers, not in rooms, but in my bones. A tension I couldn't place, a shadow behind her laughter. She insisted her ex attend the wedding. "Because we're adults," she said. "Because real men don't get jealous." I let it go. Love makes fools softer than silk. Then came the comments. Her friends smirking, little jokes about emotional boys and controlling men. I brushed it aside. Until my mother defended me at dinner and she snapped like a whip. They raised a jealous boy. My mother's eyes dimmed that night. I told myself she was stressed, wedding pressure, wrong place, wrong tone. My father squeezed my shoulder, silent support. Still, I defended her. Love is loyalty even when it's misplaced. Then the bachelorette party. Her friend accidentally sent the wrong video. I watched her stand on a chair, vodka in hand, crown crooked, eyes wild. Should I dump him? Vote! Hands shot up, laughter, shrieks. My future wife smirked like a queen deciding the fate of a peasant. Humiliation tastes metallic, like biting a coin. Fake, cheap, cold. The final cut came quietly. Her mother's text. "Your parents should have taught you better. She deserves a confident man." Suddenly everything aligned. Every small disrespect, every dismissive tone. A mosaic of cruelty disguised as empowerment. I didn't rage. I didn't cry. I simply began to observe. Silent, detached, like watching a surgery. I became a ghost in my own engagement, a shadow behind her triumph. She boasted to her friends about training me. She posted cryptic captions online about weak men who can't handle strong women. I listened, cold, patient. She spoke to her therapist about asserting dominance. I sat outside in the car while she celebrated my obedience inside her mind. Every time she touched her phone, I noticed. Every smirk she texted into her screen. Every message she minimized when I walked in. Suspicion didn't roar, it whispered, a steady drip in the dark. So I looked quietly, not violently, not obsessively. Phone logs, screenshots, a shared cloud folder she forgot to disconnect. And there he was. The ex, still orbiting her, still feeding her ego, still her emotional backup. She wasn't cheating, yet. But betrayal doesn't always start in beds. It starts in thoughts, in little fantasies, in the thrill of power. She called me safe. She called him fun. I didn't confront her. I studied her like a scientist studies a venomous specimen. I began pulling threads silently, talking to venue managers, freezing shared accounts, consulting my lawyer, gathering receipts, screenshots, voice recordings. I prepared the fallout like a surgeon planning an amputation. When power was taken from me, I did not collapse. I redesigned the battlefield. The evidence arrived like a final puzzle piece, a phone backup sync, photos, messages. She told him she missed how he made her feel. She bragged she had me wrapped. She said once married, she'd have leverage to do whatever the hell I want. Leverage. I printed everything, neat, bound, chronological. When I placed the file in front of her, she laughed at first. Then she opened it. Page by page, her skin drained of color, hands shaking, breath shallow. She stuttered, I said nothing. Silence is sharper than shouting. Her face fell into her palms. Her ring clinked against the table, a sound like a tiny hammer breaking illusions. She begged, not out loud yet, in her eyes. I stared back like she was a stranger, because she was. I didn't yell. I didn't accuse. I simply slid a document across the table. Account closures, venue cancellations, a prenup voided, engagement terminated. Her voice cracked. You planned this? I nodded once. Strategic cruelty feels holy when justice demands it. She reached for my hand. I pulled away like her touch burned. I just needed attention, she whispered. I needed truth, I said. No theatrics, no moral speeches, just a verdict. Then I stood. As I walked out, she grabbed my wrist. Desperate now, not dominant. Please don't leave. I looked at her fingers trembling around me. You already did. I returned the ring box to her mother the next day. She opened her mouth to insult me again. I smiled, handed her the binder, and walked away before she could breathe a word. Silence is the finest humiliation. Thanksgiving came. She called once. Then her friends called. Then her mother. I answered none. Instead, I sat by the fire in a mountain villa overlooking the Swiss Alps. A place I bought in secret years ago, for peace. Snow fell like the world was washing itself clean. My phone buzzed. 71 missed calls. They had seen the pictures. I sipped my coffee, warm, steady. Power isn't loud. It's quiet. She thought she owned my future, but she never owned me. Some people mistake kindness for weakness. Some women mistake men for stepping stones. She won imaginary games. I won reality. And as the mountains disappeared into winter fog, I whispered to no one, I don't chase what destroys me. Then I turned off my phone. And finally, I exhaled.